Hi, my name is Elizabeth, and you are with us for the KCSC Bomb Shelter Sessions. And today I'm actually here with Citysick, who's not only a local Chico band, but also some good friends of mine who describe themselves as super duper emo. So first, I just wanted to go around and introduce themselves and kind of what instrument they are and what their part of Citysick is.
Hi, I'm Curtis. I play bass in Citysick.
I'm David. I sing and play guitar, also in Citysick.
Hi, I'm Caleb. I sing and play guitar, also in Citysick.
I'm Connor. I play drums. I'm not in Citysick. I'm kidding. I am.
For sure. So all of them are in Citysick, if you can't tell. But I actually kind of wanted to take some time. I know that you guys just not too long ago, a little bit earlier in the fall, were able to do a pretty impressive tour, especially from, coming out of the Chico area. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it was 8 states?
Yeah, that's correct. 8 states, and we were out for 18 days.
Cool. Well, that's definitely really awesome. I kind of wanted to take some time and talk about that experience just from seeing your guys' clips on Instagram and Twitter. It definitely looked like it was a whirlwind of an experience. But I wanted to ask all of you guys, what was your own personal favorite location that you played at? And it could be for really any reason, because I know that there goes a lot into playing a live show. But do you guys have any favorite spot that you played while you were on tour?
We'll just go down the line. Kurt,
Yeah.
do you want to go first?
Cool. I would definitely say one of my favorites was when we went to Salt Lake City, because it started off kind of like we showed up, and it was like an 8-hour drive from Colorado. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
from
all the way. It was all the way from Colorado all the way to Salt Lake City, and then David and I just stayed up all night just driving, and then once we got there, we just kind of went to a park and fell asleep on the grass, and it was like
Hobo
really,
life.
It was the hobo life, and that was really cool. But other than that one, we actually played the show at the Underground.
The Underground, yeah.
The Underground, which was run by our good friend who recently played a show here. Yeah, that was really cool because it was like the first time during the tour that people knew the lyrics to our songs.
Dude,
and
yeah,
it was
that's
really
crazy.
It was really surreal
Yeah.
that people over there in Salt Lake City were doing that. And that was definitely an eye-opening thing for me.
Yeah, it's it's really cool. Obviously, when you're in Chico, your friends and people that you see every day, know your
exactly.
lyrics. But it's definitely really cool when people you don't know are singing along. You're like, oh my god, people
Yeah.
actually know my music. So that's awesome.
I mean, it was totally crazy because they were just singing along to Slugger and everything, and I was just looking at them. It's I don't even know you. Thank you.
Cool. Well, honestly, first of all, just being your guys' friends, I'm so happy that you guys got to experience that. But musically, I know that you guys are, doing a lot and have been working on a lot, really ever since you guys came back from tour. I know that you are currently working and hoping to release relatively soon their album Get Better. So I wanted to talk about kind of what went into that, and I guess more of the logistics of that album. I've obviously seen you guys a few times live since you guys have been writing new stuff, and it definitely has kind of a different vibe and a different sound. So what was your favorite or I guess most meaningful song that you think that you guys wrote on your upcoming album?
Our song "Moving Season" I think is one of it's my favorite song that we wrote. And it's also the first one we wrote for the album, so it kind of set the tone and everything, and it was so easy. Everything came together really naturally, which isn't always the case when you're writing. So
Yeah.
it was a riff that Kurt came up with, and then it just built from there, and it was really cool.
It was
writing
really
that.
cool because this is kind of the first album that I got to be a legitimate part of writing too. So when we were at that point of hey, let's write some new music. Hi Kurt, you're a new member, and it's okay. So then so it was really cool because of how well we all sort of came together with things. I would play a riff, or Caleb would play a riff. Then we all know how to play guitar except Connor. But
Yeah.
but we all sort of came together in this writing process and then created all of these really interesting songs, and
Yeah.
some of them sound a lot like our previous EP, Thanks for Trying, but then we also went a different direction because with Thanks for Trying, they're really vibey and sort of emo songs, but
Yeah.
then with Get Better, we were let's make some songs that people can push each other to in a couple of them, but then also we definitely still kept the very emotional sort of lyrical side of things.
Yeah, so I guess I lied. I'm actually kind of bouncing off of what you just said. I am going to go back and talk about Chin Up Slugger. For those of you that don't know, it's by far, I think, probably your guys' most loved song when you guys play shows, but also by far like the most emotional and I'm sure probably touching to write about. So I just kind of wanted to talk about where that stemmed from and kind of the writing and thoughts of that song behind the scenes, because it's definitely a powerful one.
Yeah, Chin Up Slugger was that was mainly like the instrumentals were obviously everyone who's in the band at the time, and then so our old bassist Kevin, he helped out a lot on that, and then
he's like right there.
He's right over there. But yeah, and then like I kind of came to David and I was like, hey, these are the lyrics I have, and then we worked on them, and the overall story is just kind of like about my own struggles, with depression, and then definitely to a much larger degree, the fact of the matter that like mental illness in this country is treated, and around a lot of the world is treated like an inconvenience. So that's where like the line, it'd be convenient if you weren't like this, like you're how dare you put this on the people around you, and how our fix to that is just basically fill these kids full of pills to the point where they're like zombies, they're not people anymore. And so I wanted to write something that spoke to that, and I think it came out really good, and it resonates with people pretty well,
of course. I mean, I think it's safe to say that, just speaking for myself, I've definitely been through some of those experiences, and a lot of people have, and I think that that's one of those songs that people just like instantly either connect with or know someone that has been through that, and it's just honest. It's like a very honest song, and I think that a lot of people really appreciate that in a time where people sometimes are scared to say the truth. But yeah, I'm definitely kind of want to talk about some other things off of Get Better. Obviously, like I said, and kind of what you guys had alluded to, there is kind of a slow shift in, I guess, your guys' sound. So who do you think are your guys' biggest, like, influences musically, I guess? Maybe from, if you want to start from just the formation of Citysick, or if you want to talk about more now, kind of where you're headed. I'll kind of leave that question up to you guys, to how you want to define that. But
yeah, I mean, our new stuff is definitely really influenced by bands like Turnover and kind of that new wave emo stuff like Sorority Noise, Microwave, bands like that are kind of stemming from like the pop punk, which is kind of our roots, but also expanding where it's like, you don't have to have a distorted guitar the whole time. Maybe, we can think of ways to build our arrangement and make it a little more interesting. It doesn't have to be loud to be to hit hard in a certain sense. So that's kind of been our philosophy. We have some hard-hitting songs on the new album too.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for everyone who's supported us so far. It really means a lot to us. We couldn't be more, grateful for the opportunities we've gotten. And then, David, when's Get Better coming out?
I'm working on it.
When is soon?
We actually decided when is soon.
11 Stranger Things people. When is soon?
So we just decided like 10 minutes ago that we're going to put it out on December 1st of this year, 2017.
You heard it here.
You heard it here.
Once again, this is Citysick with us for KCSC Bomb Shelter, and thank you guys so much for listening. Also check out all of our other videos on YouTube.